When the formal talks were supposed to resume after ng February, hindi natuloy yun. Tapos since then, walang natuloy na formal talks. On the contrary, hindi naman, I will not qualify. Nagkaroon ng mga exchanges na yung iba ay maanghang. Nagkaroon din ng ilang informal talks. Pero yung informal talks hindi na deep. Usually kasi informal talks para clear your way para sa formal talks. Yeah. And then, new element which was not present in past years, yung special track. Which maybe also needs some elaboration. Dahil deliberately, kept under wraps yan. Siyempre, discreet na. Pero of late, naging open na muna. Naging open issue na. So, medyo karamihan, nahuhuli doon sa ano ba talaga yan? Bakit sa ngayon ay kahit yung special track ay na-grade. So, yun. So, the impasse has been going on since June 2011. Magdadalawang taon na. And end of April, yung statement ng OPAC through a press statement and elaborated on Alex initially na to the effect na ayaw na nilang bumalik sa regular track at wala na rin yung special track. Followed by subsequent statements by Secretary Beles, Secretary Sierra, Secretary Yasmin, no? Yung parang hints or elaborations, not really elaborations, parang clarifications ba yun? Comments, sabihin na lang natin comments on what new approach is or will look like. Two or 3 days before they came out with a statement, and the statement merely said we have not received a formal notice of termination. So whatever the GPH wants to say or intends to say about the talks having collapsed or whatever, no? Nasabi nila, as far as we are concerned, the talks are not, the negotiations are not terminated, and we have not received any word either from the third-party negotiators. Third-party facilitator. To that effect. Ang ginawa din ni Louie Halandone, sumulat siya sa third-party facilitator, inquiring if they had ever received any notice of termination from the GPH. Ang sabi naman ng RNG, no, we have not received any notice of termination. We have not been informed in any way of such intent to terminate. And as far as we are concerned, the RNG continues to be a facilitator and is willing to continue in that role without any deadlines. Million examples. Ang panyata niya, we are long-term. We are long-term. As facilitator. Okay. So yun. Ngayon, briefly, ang position ng NDF, as far as I can understand mula po sa statements, is that the impasse is being caused by the GPH refusal to comply with its commitments and obligations as per agreements. yung agreements na yan, capital A, kung isasama niyo yung Hague Declaration, Jasig, Karim, small letter A kung tinutukoy yung mga joint statements. Ano? Pero as far as I can understand sa issues involved, it's both. It's both capital A and small letter A. Sa kabilang banda, as far as I can understand din, yung GPH naman ay ang sinasabi kaya may delay, kaya hindi na matuloy, kaya may impasse dahil sa precondition na ini-impose ng NDFP with regard to yung release. No? Particularly itong round na ito, yung release ng Jasig protected persons named by the NDFP. Yeah. Actually, ano na lang yan eh. Starting from 9 noong 2011, February 2011, kasi 17 yung detained Jasig protected persons. 14 noong January. Kaya lang, nahuli si Alan just before the February talks. Alan Asminas was arrested and 2 other persons na the NDF names as Jasig protected persons. So it's mula sa 9, naging ngayon dahil may mga na-release na for various reasons. 6 na yung na-release. So kung yung agreement ng February 2011 na pinag-usapan, 3 na lang. 3 na not naming who it should be. No? Kasi kung minsan sinasabi ko, dinidemand na si Alan Asminas. No. Any three of the remaining 9. 11. Any 3 of the remaining 11 kung ma-release. Ano yan? As far as the NDF is concerned, automatic na issue for. Okay. Pero yun yung tinatawag na GPH na recognitions. Which are, at the moment, if you're talking about yung current round of talks, yun yung immediate na obstacle. Resumption. Yung special track naman, it's another long story. Siguro mag-reserve tayo ng ibang naman. Pero ang nababasa ko dun sa statements ni Alex sa kanyang na the NDFP has killed the special track which it had proposed by itself, no? Ngayon, bakit daw na-kill yung special draft? Dahil nung February talks, nag-present yung NDF ng 3 new drafts na ang dami-dami dinagdag na Alex used the term preconditions. Yan. Including yung pag-abolish ng CCP pamana o plantayan. So yun yung paliwanag ni Alex paano pinatay ng NDF. Ngayon, as an overview lang, unfortunately for the Filipino people and for the peace negotiations, hindi naman totoo yun. Hindi totoo yun. Well, again, quoting kung titignan ano yung sinasabi ng NDF, ang sinasabi ng NDF, ang pumatay sa special yung recourse ng GPH na sa halip na pag-aralan o pag-usapan yung proposal for truce and alliance as contained in the drafts of the NDF, the GPH has refused to discuss those drafts. They said the teams the delegations that have gone to the Netherlands to meet with the NDF have stated that they have no mandate to discuss the NDF drafts. At sa halip, may dala sila ang draft ito ng General Declaration which they both agreed that they would craft. A General Declaration for Truce and Alliance. Instead, may dalang draft ang GPH, if I recall correctly, ano na rin yan? 1, 2, 3, 4 since October 2011. The GPH has come up with 4 drafts, which is normal in negotiations. Next time magkita kayo, pwede may dalawa. Especially pag hindi na-adapt yung una, di ba? So the first draft was not adopted, the second was not. Sinasabi naman ng NDF kung ano yung critique nila sa draft. Yeah. And the main critique is that it starts off with a ceasefire. Tapos hindi malinaw yung basis ng ceasefire. Parang ceasefire, ganun pa rin ang forma niya, ang understanding ng NDF. But you can see this in the website ng NDF kasi nilagay na nila yung drafts nila at saka yung draft ng GPH. Ang understanding ng NDF doon ay mag-ceasefire na tayo, tapos pag-aralan natin yung laman ng General Declaration. Ang sinasabi naman ng NDF, hindi. Magkaisa tayo dun sa declaration, at pag nagkaisa tayo dun sa declaration, meron na tayo agad truce and alliance. No? Which the NDF says isn't that superior to a ceasefire? Especially yung ceasefire na pinopropose ngayon ng GPH is not an agreed ceasefire. It's unilateral ceasefires. In other words, you agree to have unilateral ceasefires. Diba? That's different from a truce na pinagkaisahan nyo no? Tapos, unilateral and multiple. In other words, it's not necessarily nationwide. Yung sinasabing truce ng NDF is a nationwide truce. Lahat ng pwersa, lahat ng lugar na merong NPA at AFP. Multiple ceasefires mean iba-ibang lugar, no? Which will be decided unilaterally. Kaya medyo mahirap. Anyway, ganun yung comment ng NDF. Kaya nga, pinapalo dun sa, ito naman yung draft. But, according to the NDF report, hindi ako kasali dun sa talks na yun, so I cannot say definitely. According to the NDF reports, after they had given their critique of the GPH draft, which was mainly it's not clear what the ceasefire will be based on. Ayaw na i-discuss ng GPH yung draft ng NDF. And this started noong December pa. Iba pa yung February. Dahil hindi tinanggap yung December o hindi diniscuss yung December, the NDF, so that was the first draft. The NDF also prepared a draft of guideposts, parang something in between, if you cannot decide on the General Declaration. Parang something less than a General Declaration, but will lead to it, di ba? The intermediate step na tinawag nilang guideposts to the crafting of the General Declaration, which you will also find in the website. Yun. So yun yung second draft. Na binigay yan, hindi noong December, noong February. Tapos merong longer draft ng General Declaration. Ito yung sinasabi ni Alex. Ang dami-dami ng idinagdag na preconditions. No? But how can you call that a precondition? The NDF was not saying, let's do this before we talk. The NDF was saying, let's talk about this. Diba? It's not a precondition. It's not a precondition. It was a proposal na i-negotiate, i-discuss. So I don't know why I cannot personally na to speaking English. Hindi ko maintindihan saan hinugot ni Alex yung at sasabihin niya na preconditions yun. Wala. They even, in the first place, they even refused to discuss it. Sabi nila, we will consult our principals first. Kasi they have no mandate to discuss it. Kaya ang pakiramdam ng NDF, ba't pala kayo pumunta dito? Para ipakita nyo sa amin yung draft nyo, para tanggapin namin, take it or leave it. Ganun ba yung negotiation? Di ba? Hindi ganun ang negotiation. Magiging imposition. Tapos kung merong counter proposal yung NDF, ayaw you say you did not come here to discuss it.